Hey guys, so I thought today I would just do like a little paint along, and I've been working on these. These are what I call my signature pages for my Bricolage Art Junk Journals. And I have several over here that are just, all this is gesso to kind of help the paint not just soak right into the water. And I am not any kind of fancy artist. I am just a regular person here, self-taught, playing around with my art supplies. This is a Stabilo all pencil. It is water soluble, and that's what I do my outline with. First, and then I just go in and make some eyes. Every one of these turns out different. It cracks me up. Like, I kind of have the same process, but they all turn out different. So they all have their own little story to tell, I guess. Yeah. So I got a new overhead camera, phone holder, whatever dealio, and so I kind of want to do more YouTube videos and just hang out with you guys more. Like, I do a lot on Instagram, but I thought some longer videos. I watch a lot of videos, not a lot, can I be honest? I find long videos on YouTube like better than a sleeping pill. Like, I get so tired watching them. Like, I love them. I love listening to the people and like seeing what you're doing and getting ideas and getting inspired and all. I love it, but for some reason my brain's just like, oh, this is lovely, let's take a nap. And I get so tired I can't actually really even watch them for long periods of time. I try. And then the other thing I find is that it's hard for me to, like, I like to have my it's not a TV, it's an iPad, but I like to have a movie or something going in the background while I do art. And if somebody's doing art, I kind of want to watch, like, and then I don't get my work done. So that's a little bit of a problem. So this is watercolor. I love this Koi watercolor. It's not like super high-end, but it's pretty high-end. Like, this wasn't, okay, in my world, this wasn't cheap. In my world, which is probably really different from like fine artists' world, because I know fine artists pay a lot of money for art supplies. I'm not that person. But this watercolor palette has lasted me so long. Like, I don't even know. I've had it for at least a couple years. So, you know, it's definitely worth it. So I just keep going in and adding color to this as I don't know, as I go, I guess. There's no right way or wrong way to do art. I don't think. I mean, I guess there is, because there's, like, you know, people who study it and say, no, you're doing it wrong. But in my world, nah, everybody can do it, and it's just fun and playing, and there's not a right, there's not a wrong, there's just a do it and have fun with it, you know? So every one of my girls gets a heart. It's just my way of putting a little bit of love into the journal. So I'll get that on there. This is just a, I'm sure you know, but this is just a water pen. I got it on Amazon, and I've been pretty happy with this brand, so no complaints. I've had it a long time, still working good. I used to be really afraid to put color into a face, like other than skin color, but I watched or saw other artists that used pretty bold colors in their faces, like Dina Wakley, and I loved the effect, and I was so scared to do it myself, which is ridiculous because it's just paper, right? But then I started doing it, and I actually really like it. So, you know, I guess that's just to say, don't be afraid to try new things. If you end up not liking it, it's just paper or canvas or whatever you're painting on. This is literally an old dictionary page. And if you saw my stack of dictionaries, you would say, yeah, you got a few to spare, Ricky. I could paint on dictionary page every day for the next 100 years, and I would probably still have dictionary page left. True story. So that's a little more blue than I would normally make, but that's okay. It doesn't matter. Like I say, they all turn out different, and that's okay. It's not a big deal. So she's a little more blue. So maybe she goes to somebody who loves blue. I don't know. Maybe she speaks to somebody. And that's another thing, like, a lot of times I will be like, ooh, I don't like that painting, and somebody else will tell me that's their favorite painting that I've ever done. And it just, different art speaks to different people. So, you know, just because you don't like something you did doesn't mean somebody else won't absolutely love it or actually need it in their life. So try to remember that, not be so hard on yourself if you are not happy with what you're doing. And I'm not assuming that you're not happy with what you're doing, but I hear a lot of people tell me that, oh, I can't do that. I'm like, yeah, you really can. I promise. If I can do it, you can do it. Here comes my cat. Taffy, you are not invited into the art room. She thinks she owns the entire house. Which wouldn't be so bad, except that she wreaks havoc when she's in here. Sometimes I will forget to shut the door on the studio. Really, what are you doing? Maybe she'll come over and visit. Sometimes I forget, and then I'll come in here in the morning and I'll just be like, oh my goodness, the cat has definitely been in here because stuff is scattered to and fro off my desk. Right now there's mourning doves are trying to nest right outside the window, and I keep shooing them off because that's not going to be a peaceful place for them to have a nest. But they are driving the cat crazy. She wants them. She cannot have them. All right, so then I go back in with this Stabilo All for the hair. I love the Stabilo All pencil. I just get them on Amazon. And I use them a lot. And I'll pick up a little bit of brown to mix in there just to give it some shading. It's always amazing to me how much the hair adds to the face. All right, so that's pretty much it. Like, that's as much as I do with these. I may come back later and be like, oh, I'm not real happy with maybe this feature or that feature, and I'll add in a little bit here and there. But for the most part, that is done. So thanks for hanging out with me, and I will be back soon. Have a great day, you guys.